Hello. Welcome to a little insight of my early language experience. This experience is very dear to me as it was something that my grandma truly wanted for me in life. First, some backstory. Mum had me when she was 18, then got married to my stepfather when I was 4 years old, thus bringing my brothers and my sister into the world. Now, there was always music in our household. No matter what was happening throughout the day, whether it was Gold 104.3, my grandma's favourite station, or listening to Meatloaf, Celine Dion, Shania Twain, or The Cause, there was always some sort of music playing in the background. Here is a story that my grandma told me up until the day she passed. It has always stuck with me, so I'd like to share it with you today. Driving home from somewhere in my grandma's Nissan Bluebird, I was clipped into my baby seat and Mum and Grandma would play Meatloaf on the tape player. My grandma told me that as we listened, I would become sad, crying my little lungs out. Mum would stress, not knowing why. Did I need a change? Did I need a feed? What was going on? My grandma would try to calm her down, saying that I probably needed a cuddle. I would do anything for love, finished playing with the final refrain of Meatloaf, sounding scared about not being the one for his lover, with the background of me crying so forlornly. Then another song came on. Paradise by the Dashboard Light. A wonderful, high-energy song. We turned down the street to our house and I started to calm down. By the time we pulled into the driveway, I was giggling. This astounded my mum, as she couldn't work out what was wrong with me. I think she thought I was possessed by the devil. She got out of the car, flustered, throwing open my door and looking at me in concern. My grandma told her to wait, that she wanted to test something. Mum stood back, letting it happen. I'd run right into hell and back. Oh, I would do anything for love. I'd never lie to you, and that's a fact. As the song started, and Meatloaf started with the first few lines, full of tenderness and longing, I started to cry again. Mum was so confused and unhooked me from my car seat, giving me a hug. Remember, my mum was only 18 years old at the time, and motherhood was so new to her, so she relied heavily on my grandma for understanding. My grandma was always a huge advocate of my singing, encouraging me at every age to pursue it. Whenever I was feeling down, lost, or unsure of my singing ability, Grandma would tell me this story to cheer me up. Because of this, Grandma took me to my very first audition for the Australian Children's Choir, and I thank her every day for pushing me to sing for them at primary school, because with that callback, I was introduced to a whole new world of music. Through choir practices that became Saturday outings for us, I learnt so many different things about music. As Wooten stated in his TED Talk, we teach kids how to play the instrument before they understand the music. To me, this spoke volumes. I was lucky enough to have such a good relationship with music and language, but there are children who aren't so lucky. Wooten advocates for promoting freedom of language from the moment children are born, stating that music is a language all its own. With this comes an understanding of the joy and the sorrow, the highs and the lows, and language provides us with the lyrical ability to help describe and inform us of the beauty around us. As I grow older and my passion for music evolves, I was able to use what I had learned through my love of music in the way I used language. I developed better understanding of pitch and tone, of how to create stories through the lilt of my voice. While I may not have had a large vocabulary at the time, I was able to convey different feelings using my voice. This links with Gardner's theory on multiple intelligences. These multiple intelligences, for me, were interweaved, giving me more opportunity to develop my language and literature. Thank you for listening.